Sports Talk with Playeragent3. Another Carolina Tar Heel is in the building. I won't hold it against them. I grew up an NC State fan, so I'm Wolfpack to the day I die, man. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I know you got to be keeping safe, man, with this COVID-19 thing going on, man. How's that affecting you right now, being an NBA basketball player?
Man, I'm ready. I'm ready to play. It's been tough these last couple of days, or these last couple of months, honestly, just staying inside. But starting to get out more at the practice facility and do a couple more different things. Starting to feel like life's getting back normal. So
are you in Utah right now?
Yeah, I'm in Utah right now. I've stayed here since we were the first game because Rudy Gobert, he's my teammate. He got diagnosed with corona, so and I was supposed to start in place of him, but got shut down, and I've been in Utah ever since. Mm-hmm. But this happened in Oklahoma City.
Yeah. So when you say you were supposed to start, what does that mean? Like you were supposed to start in the game?
Starting the game. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My third career start this season. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So look, I want to ask you something, man. The Utah Jazz, as you see, I got the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, I see what you're. Yeah.
Karl Malone, man. Have you had a chance to meet Karl Malone, John Stockton, any of those guys, man, come around the facility?
I've never met. I never met both of them, but they both come to the game often. But I've never met any of them. They come to the game a lot, actually. I never got a chance to meet them, but got a little chance with the Last Dance with Jordan. I didn't know Malone and Stockton were the duo was that tough like that.
Wow!
I just heard so much of them.
Yeah.
Being a young guy, I didn't grow up in the era, so I didn't know much about him. I always heard much about him, but never saw it.
Right. So it's funny, man, that we're talking about the Utah Jazz, man, and again, you weren't around when Coach Sloan was coaching the Jazz, and he just passed away, man. How's everybody doing in the Jazz organization with the passing of Coach Sloan?
I feel like everybody's in good spirits. There's a lot of people that have been on the team to this day that have been around Coach Sloan. Mm-hmm. And I think they're pretty good spirits. Matter of fact, I've met Coach Sloan a couple times. He used to come to the G League teams games a lot. Like when the Jazz would be out of town, he'll come pop in, and every time I say hello to him, and he'll tell me I'm playing well, just keep it up. He's a great individual.
Okay. All right, man, let's go back to the NC State thing, man. Coming out of high school, man, you had NC State on the list. And ultimately you chose University of North Carolina. Were you close to choosing NC State? Did you come on a visit, or you just had them on your list because it was an ACC school?
I definitely had them on my list just because they're an ACC school. Mm-hmm. UNC, University of North Carolina, they were my dream school ever since I was young. Growing up, watching them on ESPN, watching players go through there and go to the NBA. Mm-hmm. I just thought, why not? And so, me being a Florida boy, Florida guy, guys like this, there's a lot of Florida boys. It's like connection to Florida to UNC. And so, I would watch guys play in the Florida area, and they would go off to UNC. And so I said I wanted to be the next guy from Florida to go to UNC.
Okay, and you were a McDonald's All-American in high school, man. Going to the University of North Carolina, that it had to be a lot of added pressure on you. How did you deal with that coming in as a freshman and a McDonald's All-American?
I had no pressure at all. I was just first focused on being a college student, and I let the basketball side come second. focus on good grades, going to class on time, just little things like that. I literally, honestly, just went to class, went to college just to get my degree. And I'm still working on it now. I'm still taking online classes and things like that. But like no pressure at all.
Mm-hmm.
No
Was
pressure.
it a culture shock for you? You know, being 18-year-old kid and playing at one of the premier schools in the nation. You know, you're on campus. You know, you're at practice. You know, you in the games. You the legendary Michael Jordan. I mean, a lot of players have come through Carolina, man. I mean, what was that like for you?
Honestly, the experience was great. I had no pressure at all. I wasn't even starting. I had my little role, come off the bench, try to play as hard as I can in my little minutes I got. So it was great. It was great. No pressure at all. I was enjoying the student life, the campus life. I was just being a regular student, and second, I just played. I was just on the basketball team. So best of both worlds.
So you didn't have that welcome to the ACC moment?
Oh, for sure. I had a bunch of those. Starting off with Duke. Duke is the first memory that comes to my mind. The atmosphere, the crazies, they call them the Cameron crazies. That's the first idea. That's the first idea that came to my head. And then especially just memories of being on the road in the ACC, like tough crowds like Virginia. When the games are down, or when we're down or games are close, tough crowds, it gets real loud in there, especially when it's under 2 or 3 minutes. Just different memories like that. If a team makes a play, if a team makes a dunk, just different memories to where the crowd will roar and we'll be down, like how we'll respond to different things like that. Mm-hmm. And so I can go on and on with the memories I have of just playing the ACC. And it was great. Yeah,
and you were a one and done player, so you didn't really get to experience, the 3 or 4 year player thing. What was behind that decision of putting your name in the draft to test the waters, and then ultimately you stayed in the draft? Was that something that you planned coming into Carolina, or it's happened over the progression of the season?
I would say for sure it definitely happened towards the progression of the season. I started playing well. I guess starting off to midway, and I seen my name on the draft board, and it's creating a little buzz after a couple games. I think I made like a game-winning block or something against. I think it was against Tennessee at home. Little things like that. Really, what happened was, I think my play in Maui is what really like started it all. The Maui Invitational, we played. I forgot who we played, but that's when it all started, and the season gradually progressed. And I don't know. I just said, why not just try to test the waters? And ultimately, my plan was to come back to school, but I heard some other talks to where like I could get potentially drafted first round, and so I just took a chance and ended up working out.
How did you block out some of the naysayers that was, because I'm sure you had the people saying, what are you doing, man? You need to come back to Carolina, and then you had, the people that were in 100% support of your decision. How did you block out the naysayers?
Naysayers that's a part of it. And I do not pay attention to those people. I just focus on what I got going on. It's my business. I focus on me, And so, naysayers is cool and all. I made the decision what's best for me. I don't make a decision what's best for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just, I don't know. I just, when I entered, and I started playing well in the NBA workouts too. I started getting great feedback, all the way to the point to where I could potentially be drafted outside the lottery. Mm-hmm. So that's what made me stay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what made me stay in the draft.
Right. So what's something that you would tell a player that's thinking about putting their name in the draft? Because I think all players before they're seniors should test the waters to get that feedback. But in terms of actually staying in the draft, what would you tell players is the most important thing to think about? And everybody's situation is different, but what was the most important thing that kept you in the draft?
Well, first off, I would if there's a player testing the waters, if I was a 4-year player, I would test the waters every year. Just like you said, to get feedback, get some information, what I need to work on, what I need to improve on, things like that. And also, I probably would get an opinion from my coach on my college team. I'd probably have a meeting with my family and the coach. I think that's what I did. And honestly, Coach Roy, he didn't want me to leave.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want me to leave. So, but I ended up continuing to do NBA workouts, and I was doing well. And then, one team talks, one team sees what I'm doing. They'll tell another team, okay, we're impressed with this guy. Then it just, the word passes on. It could easily go the opposite way too. But I mean, that's what generally happened to help me stay in the draft. But another thing though, if I'm a college player and I'm testing the waters, I definitely would just consult with my team. Who's my team? Just my family, maybe an agent I'm talking to. Get the best opinions. When I was in testing for the waters, I was getting everybody's opinion. Scouts' opinions, GMs, and it was just very, very helpful.
Where did your family come into play in terms of you deciding to stay in the draft? I mean, what did your mother tell you, or what did your father tell you?
Well, my dad was all in for me going to the draft. My mom wasn't. My mom wanted me to continue to be a student and pursue toward my degree, but I talked her out of it. But so my dad had my back, but my mom she was thinking about the education part of like, what if she was thinking of the what ifs. What if I didn't get drafted? What if I didn't get drafted at all? What if I went second round, or not second round? But what if I didn't get drafted? What's the plan then? But I talked her out of it, and it just ended up working out. It was great.
Yeah. First round, 28th pick, Los Angeles Lakers. Then you're traded to the Utah Jazz. What was that like, getting that phone call or hearing your name called by the Los Angeles Lakers at that? The 28th pick.
Well, it was great I had a choice not to be in the green room. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a choice not to be in the green room, or I had a choice to not. I didn't get invited to the green room, but I still could have had a chance to go to the draft, and if my name was called, go up to the stage. But I felt like it was important for my family to be in the presence, or for me to be with my family during the draft. So I was with my family in my hometown, and just when that call came through, it was the feeling was just. Yeah, it was great. It was great. You know what I mean? Like family, friends, old teammates, high school teammates, high school coaches. I just want everyone to be there for that moment. And it was great.
And it was the first round, which means you got a guaranteed contract.
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. The round kept getting higher to second, 27, 28, 29. I'm like, oof. I was pacing back and forth. And I remember when Dennis Lindsay called me on the phone, he said, "Hey, we're getting you at 28." I said, "Yes, sir. Let's get it." And it was great.
So you had some G League experience, some G League stints. The Utah Jazz sent you down to the G League. What was that like for you? Did that mess with your psyche? Did that mess with your confidence, or was that something that you knew was gonna happen?
Well, going, from workout to workout, after the Jazz workout, he told me the GM told me, if we picked you at 28, would you be okay with going down to the G League? And I said, yeah, that's perfectly fine. I'm all about developing. I just want to continue to work on my game. And so that was the deal. So they picked me at 28, and I already knew the deal was eventually they would send me to the G League. And it was a great experience, just playing. And especially there would be times when I'm a rookie, I would be with the Jazz, we travel and different things, but sometimes I feel like I really want to play. So just getting the opportunity to continue to play and work on skills and develop, it was great.
Right. Now you went from 18? I don't know how old you got drafted, but you were pretty young, 18, 19 years old, and then you're thrown in the mix with 25, 30, 35-year-old players, man. talk to, and especially for younger kids coming up, man, how tough was that transition going from an 18-year-old playing against guys your age? Now you're playing against professionals, some of them pushing 40.
One thing I'll say is, one thing I'll say is, it's definitely, when you get to the league, especially at a young age, you definitely have to be mature, or you got to grow fast. I think especially me, I grew fast. Just taking little things like from vets. My first vet was Joe Johnson, just following what he's doing, being a pro, different things like that. And how does he handle himself? Not especially on the court, but off the court, different things like that. And so I picked up from different people. I've had different teammates, different vets come in and out. I just grabbed everything from different teammates, and I used it for me. Yeah. But especially if you're being a young age, you come into the league, you got to be somewhat mature. You can't come in like it's not college. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in playing all the time or doing different things. It's business.
Yeah. So yeah, give me and you got to give me a Tony Bradley story, man, since you've been in the league, because I know you've seen some crazy things off the court. Give me a story where you were like, "Are you kidding me?" I mean,
with like on the court or off the court?
It can be both. It can be. I mean, you guys are in the limelight. I mean, you got fans coming up asking for autographs, man. There's a lot of things that go on with being a professional athlete. What's a crazy story that you've experienced since you've been in the league? It could be with a fan, just any story, anything that you have.
I don't have nothing crazy. Honestly, I don't really have one of those like moments yet. But I mean, something close to that. I mean, we have after practices and after game, like before after our shoot rounds, we have fans there's this one fan that's just there all the time, just waiting for us. There'll be multiple different fans just waiting for us for, I don't know, signatures and pictures and stuff like that. But it's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I've never had one of those moments. No, nothing yet.
All right. LeBron James, man. What was your first time going up against LeBron James, man? What were your thoughts?
Well, my very first time, I went up against LeBron James, and not only LeBron James, I guess they're teammates now, but LeBron and AD. Yeah, and we're in high school, Nike camps they got going on. I think I was 16 or 17, and I got a chance to guard both of them. And I said, I got to get in the weight room. As soon as they put body on me, I said, man, I got to get in the weight room. I'm not ready to play in the league yet, but they're strong and they're pros, that's what comes with it. But LeBron is different. LeBron is different. He was killing us. It was us high school players against them too. He was killing us. Passing, he showed no mercy either. He was dunking on all of us, So I think, that was pretty cool, especially for him to get the chance to come back out of his busy schedule and play against us and stuff like that. So it was an awesome experience at that Nike camp.
Is there you talk to you hear a lot of NBA players talk about Madison Square Garden, man. Is there a certain mystique about playing in the Garden?
I just had my first experience because most of the trips I always miss because I'm with the G League team. I finally got my chance to play in Madison Square Garden. I think it was like January, this past January, February, and it was amazing. Just the atmosphere is you could feel the greatness, and I got a chance to play in the game, so it was great. It was great. One of the moments I'll never forget, especially. This first season, I'm actually getting some minutes to play, or I'm making memories, and that is top 3 memory I made from playing at Madison Square Garden, an opportunity to play.
Right, good stuff, man. Toughest player that
and we got the time.
You said you got the W?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, all right. Toughest player, man, that you've played against, since being in the league. Toughest player you had to guard.
There's a couple. One, I would say Joel Embiid. Mm-hmm. Joel Embiid, he's so big, man. I think he's listed at 7 foot or something like that, but he's definitely big. He's like 7'1", man. He's huge. Guarding him, trying to box him out is a battle, Mm-hmm. And it was a great experience for me because I wasn't even expecting to play that game. And it just happened. So they threw me in, and it was great.
Oh yeah. Now is there a player that and I'm sure it will be a veteran player that you look at and you try to take something from that player's game, or it could be a younger player, but do you take things from different players and try to incorporate them into your game?
Yeah, the number one player I've growing up watching him since a little kid, Tim Duncan. I take things away from him. Like a lot of people see me in him or see him in me. So I take different things from him. I watch his clips. I also watch AD. I like what he does on the low block. I like his footwork. I like Cat. I like the guys who pick and pop, shoot, and handle the ball. I like guys like Joel Embiid, Cat. I even like Al Horford, guys like that. So I watch about 4 or 5 different guys. I edited some clips and I let it roll from between those 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah, I could see the Tim Duncan thing. Yeah. I could see those guys. So word on the street, man, is you have some cooking skills, man. Talk about your cooking, man. And you actually have a YouTube channel, your cooking show. So talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I've been in the house bored, so that's what it all started. I just thought rather than play the video game all day from back home, I'll just start something to where I probably need to work on it anyways. The only thing I really started before that, the only thing I really knew how to make was a bowl of cereal. But I went on online and I went on Pinterest and looked up a couple of recipes, and my mom and my grandmother gave me a couple of ideas of things I could make. Because like I said, I was bored. This is stuff I would never think about during the season doing. But I said, why not try to exercise different things that I could work on? And yeah, man, I mean, you should go on my YouTube and check out a couple of things. It's if you go on YouTube and type in Tony Bradley, my page should pop up. But it's been great. What's next for Tony Bradley? What are you looking to do more? Are you looking to expand your cooking show in the off season, or do you have some other things going on? Well, the number one priority right now, as we speak, I'm focused on the season, whether or not we're going to start during this COVID-19 stuff. So right now, I'm just mentally getting prepared for that. I think we're going to play. Or if we are going to play, I'm mentally getting prepared for that. So I'm training hard every day in the gym, getting enough shots in the weight room, lifting weights, getting stronger, working on different things, working on weaknesses and things I need to improve on. But another thing is something that you said, is just cooking. That maybe it might have to come to a pause if the season starts, but if it's off season, it's something for sure I will pick up and continue to do. It's been fun on YouTube, and the whole experience of posting and being in front of the camera. I'm not really a camera guy, but I'm turning my weaknesses into my strengths. So I'm forcing myself to get in front of the camera. So.
Right. Now, there's been some rumors about the league starting up in Vegas or Orlando. Do you have a preference, or you just want to play?
I don't have no preference. I just want to play. But I mean, I'm from Florida, the Orlando area. So if they choose Orlando, that's a plus for me. That's the crib. So.
Right. Okay. So free game, Tony. Give us some free game, man. If a kid wants to be in your shoes right now, playing on the NBA level, what would you say to this young kid?
I would say if you want to be an NBA player and that's your dream and goal one day, I would start today by preparing for it. I mean, if you say you love basketball, you say you love the gym, you say you want to be in the NBA, you gotta prove it. You know, you gotta be a gym rat, and it starts young, and you'll soon develop that work ethic to being great. So if a kid wants to, if that's the dream of an NBA, to being in the NBA, it starts now. Achieve it, go for it. Mm-hmm. So it starts with work ethic and hard work and determination. You should start now.
All right. Tony Bradley, man, I really appreciate this, man. Everybody go check out his cooking show.
Check it out.
Give him the channel again. They just type in Tony Bradley.
Yeah, just search my name, Tony Bradley. I should have my profile up there and have my first video up there. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So,
All right, man. Sounds good, man. I wish you luck. Nothing but the best, man. I hope the NBA season is able to get back on track, man. And I hope you guys are able to get into the playoffs, man. I wish you nothing but the best, and hopefully down the road, man, we can get you back on the show, man, and talk more about your cooking.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
All right,
Thank
man.
You,
Tony Bradley, Sports Talk with Playeragent3.